Now today I'm going to be making a chicken curry. It's a really tasty dish, nice and simple to do, and hopefully everybody enjoys it. So if you fancy a nice chicken curry, give this one a go. So just to go through the ingredients, now I've got it all laid out. Now what I'm going to use is 2 tablespoons, that's the bigger spoon, of tomato puree, 2 tablespoons of mango chutney, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon of butter, going to use a little bit of salt, a can of chopped tomatoes, 4 chicken breasts which I'm going to chop down into chunky bits, 75 millilitres of double cream, 75 millilitres of natural yoghurt. I've got a couple of onions, peel those, chop them up, and also 1 red bell pepper. So that's the main ingredients for making this chicken curry. Now the other thing we've got to go through is all the ingredients for making up the curry paste. So I'm going to do that next. Now what I'm going to use is teaspoon measurements. That's the one you put your sugar in your cups of tea. So I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of paprika, and half a teaspoon of garam masala. Now I'm going to use 1 red chilli. This is about a medium heat. Just going to cut it open, scrape the seeds out. I'm not going to use the seeds because that's the really hot bit. And obviously all this is going to go in the blender to be whizzed up. Now I've also got some fresh ginger, probably a little bit bigger than my thumb there. So I'm going to peel that. Also we're going to use 3 cloves of garlic and then 2 cardamom pods. Now with the cardamom pods, squeeze those, get the seeds out, that's the bit you want to use, throw the shells away. Now I'm going to put that all in the blender, probably put a little bit of vegetable oil just to kind of bring it all together, whiz it up, and then that's ready to go. So that's what I'm going to get on with first, making up the curry paste. So I've got my blender, we're going to make up this curry paste, so I'm just going to put it all in there. That's the chilli, garlic and ginger. Now I am going to add just a little bit of vegetable oil, and this will kind of help just bring it together. And then we've got all the spices in there, and in the middle I've just put those cardamom pod seeds. So just pop that all in, and we're going to blend that up to make a paste. So again, let's just put the lid on, and away we go. There you go, I finished blending that. Just show you that, ready to go. Now with the curry paste, I've just scraped mine out into a bowl, thought I'd show you, but that's homemade, very simple to do, and that is going to add a real beautiful flavour to this curry. Now what I'm going to do next is just get everything else all chopped up and prepared, go over to the hob, and then we're going to get on with the cooking. So I've come over to the hob and we're going to get on with the cooking. Now I've got it all laid out, we've got the curry paste done, everything's been chopped up, ready to go. So it keeps your life nice and simple. Now I've got my pan that I'm going to use with a lid, so make sure you've got a lid for your one. Now I'm going to start off with the butter, and the oil. Now I'm just going to switch the heat on. I'll probably start off on about a medium heat and then probably drop it down a little bit. So let's just let the butter melt and mix with the oil, and then we can go in with the onions. Just move that around the pan a little bit, help it along. That's it. The butter will give it a really nice flavour on the onions, so let's go in with those. You see, these are kind of roughly chopped really. I'm also going to add a pinch of salt. Give that a mix around, get everything coated. Now I'm probably just going to turn the heat down a little bit now. What I'm going to do is put a lid on there, and I'm going to cook those, I would say for a good 15-20 minutes, soften them down. Now I've had the onions cooking for just over 20 minutes. Let's have a look. Yeah, nice and soft, and they've got a little bit of colour on it, so that's good. Now I'm going to go in with the homemade curry paste that we made up. Just pop that in there. I might just turn the heat up a little bit. We just want to fry that off a little bit, get the rawness off the spices. So we'll just keep an eye on that, give it a move around, and then we can mix it all in. Now I've also got the peppers, no reason I can't put those in. Give that a move around. And what I'm going to do is start mixing it all up. And next I'm going to put the chicken in, but I'm just probably going to give this another minute. So it would have had, you know, maybe 3 minutes with the spices in there. Again, I might just turn it down a little bit. Right, so let's go in with the chicken. Now try and get the spices all over the chicken, so give it a good move around. Now don't worry about the build up at the bottom, because when you start putting the liquids in there, that'll all come off and go into flavour. That's it. Now I've got the tomato puree. I'm just going to put that in there. And also a can of tomatoes. Now I've got some water, about half a glass, probably about 100 ml. Give that a swoosh around. Pour that in. And again, let's just get it all moving a little bit more. So now we've got that in the pot. Now I'm going to place the lid back on there, leave it for about 15 minutes. Now and again, come back, take the lid off, just give it a gentle stir. What we're looking to do at this point is get the chicken cooked. So I've had that cooking for just over 15 minutes. Now let's just have a look. I did give it the occasional stir. Yeah, that's nice. The chicken looks cooked as well, so that's fine. Make sure there's no pinky bits, but I think you'll find 15, nearly 20 minutes, the chicken will be cooked anyway. Now, I'm going to stir in the mango chutney, just to give it a slight sweetness, and a nice flavour. So let's just move that through. Like that. And then we've got the cream. So let's just put the cream in there. And just stir that through. And again in with the yoghurt. You see it's got a nice sort of creamy mixture now. Look at that, beautiful. Now I'm just going to turn the heat up a little bit. Test it for seasoning. And then that's pretty much ready to serve up. So just bring it up a little bit on the heat, just to warm it through, and then we'll give it a quick taste. That's it, it's just warmed up a little bit. Move that around. Going to give it a quick taste. Try that. Oh, lovely. I am just going to give it a little pinch more salt. That's it. I reckon that's ready to serve up. Now, before I do serve it up, I'm just going to put some fresh coriander on there. So switch it off. Give it a bit of colour, and fresh coriander is really nice on a curry. Lovely. So I'm going to take that over to the table, serve it up with a little bit of rice. Now I'm going to serve up some of that chicken. Oh yeah. That's it, just a little bit more. Lovely. Now, again, you can always dress it up, just a little bit of coriander. Now I'm going to get stuck into that, see what it's like. Now I'm going to start with a bit of the chicken, so let's get a bit of that. Let's just open it up and you see it's nicely cooked inside, so you know if it's pinky obviously it's not cooked, but this is lovely cooked, so let me try it. Chicken's nice and flavoursome and it's, you know, still soft. That's lovely. Let's get a bit more of that sauce. Really nice, and I think also, you know, got a bit of that sauce along with the rice as well. Bit of chicken, coriander. You really can't go wrong with that. Thanks for watching my videos. This is a really nice, you know, easy curry to make, and one that the whole family might enjoy because it doesn't blow your socks off. It's sort of mild and it's got a nice sort of creamy flavour to it. So I'm going to get on with that. See you again soon. Thanks for watching The Original Naked Chef. Really lovely.